All right, welcome to the Real and Weird podcast. Back with another episode. It's been a minute, but I just don't give a fuck. Nah, I'm just lazy as shit. Sorry. I actually got a fucking guest today. He's a friend of mine, little buddy of mine. Met him doing stand-up comedy at the open mics. He just used to like follow me around a lot. And I was like, who the fuck are you? What do you want? And like he started talking to me, and I was like, oh yeah, cool. Like you're a funny guy. We could talk. And then one thing led to another. And then he's on the podcast, and we had a great conversation. Anyways, his name is Kaden Fender. You know, yeah, it was a great conversation, great podcast. We had a great time, got a little bit lit, but it was all good. So, check it out. Hope you enjoy it. And that was a terrible burp. But anyways, yeah. God damn it! All right, we're going. So, yesterday, I was gonna go to the gym because Friday nights are usually like my gym nights. That's where I just fucking hit it the hardest. But I was at home. I just got home from work, and I was like, fuck, I don't want to go to the gym. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads, I go to the gym. Tails, I stay home and be a little fucking pussy ass bitch. I said that to myself. I said, if you stay home, you're a pussy ass bitch. You're a fucking piece of shit. So I flipped the coin, landed on tails, and I was like, guess you're a piece of shit tonight. And so I immediately loaded up the fucking bowl, fucking sprinkled some dab in on it, and just fucking blasted off, dude. And I was like, and I do this all the fucking time where I was like, okay, if I'm gonna stay home and be lazy tonight, then I can't eat anything. I can't eat anything that's super unhealthy, it's
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I can eat, I have Greek yogurt, eggs, that's fine, protein is fine. But I tell myself that all the time. Never fucking stick to it. I ended up ordering carne asada fries from fucking Rancheritos last night. Ate the whole fucking box.
Dude, yeah, I did that. I think I ate that not last night, but 2 nights ago.
Yeah, dude, it's so fire, man.
Yeah,
It fucking slaps. Do you regret it after you eat it?
No. I'm like, I tell myself, I trick myself. I'm like, this has so much steak in it. It's a lot of protein. I'm chilling.
Dude, I always regret it because I always feel kind of sick. And I'm just like, that's so many calories. It's 2,000 calories.
Yeah, I do feel like shit afterwards. But I'm feeling like shit, but also thinking about how good it was.
Yeah, same.
Like, man, I wish those were still around, even though I feel like shit right now. I'd have a couple more bites of that.
Yeah, it kind of levels itself out to a point where you order it again,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a once a month meal for me. I'll go for those carne asada fries once a month.
Dude, I went through a phase where I was getting them once a week, twice a week.
Oh no,
it was fucking bad.
Yeah, me too.
I was such a fat fuck. I was such a piece of shit. All I was doing was just I would come home from work and then just go straight to my computer and play video games. I'd smoke weed, I'd drink. It was just bad.
Yeah, dude, I had that problem too. That's why I can't smoke weed anymore because I feel like weed was the main thing that drove me down a path of not even trying to pursue stand up. Because I've been wanting to do stand-up for, since my sophomore year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
and it, weed deterred me for years. I started at the beginning of last year, in the middle of last year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was because I just stopped smoking weed because I was having a problem with my relationship
Mm-hmm.
because of weed, and then also I just realized that that's why I also wasn't even pursuing what I wanted to. So yeah, weed is good if I'm just hanging out with people, but if I'm alone, dude, it will become
just ruin your own life.
Yeah, it'll ruin my life.
Yeah, dude, I'm the exact same way, and I'm kind of there now. I'm smoking, and granted, I haven't done anything drastic yet. I caught it pretty early. I've only been smoking weed regularly for about a week, and I'm already I need to stop smoking weed.
Yeah, I would have that same issue if I started if I'd started doing it that much again.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably start skipping mics and just not writing at all.
Yeah. I haven't felt like skipping any mics, but giving me a month and we'll talk.
Yeah.
I'll
check on you if I start.
Yeah, if I disappear from stand up, it's because I tricked myself out of it. I talked myself out of doing it,
Yeah,
and that would
come fucking pull you over to Ice House.
Yeah, dude, that's what it might take. That it would take that, but I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm catching this shit early, and granted I did just smoke, but tonight is a fucking night to party, and I'm gonna just fucking like stop being a bitch, you know, like
Yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna be a bitch about it. I'm just gonna have fun tonight. But the weed makes me so anxious about that. Like I feel so guilty for having fun. Like I feel guilty for letting go and just going out and not like focusing and not working. If I'm not working 24/7, like I'm gonna feel guilty as fuck about it. And I'm gonna like, yeah.
The cool thing about stand up though is I feel like working is, if you're working on stand up, like having fun is also a part of doing better at stand up, because you're gonna like hanging out with people is gonna create more stories to tell, and like just being out with other comics is just gonna make you funnier.
Yeah, and it networks. It's good, you know, you network that way, and that's how people know you're good or not. Like if you're a good person, like off stage, if you can hang, I think that's a really big deal. You know, like comics that can't hang are just like, you know, and we've met a couple, and
like the guy whose name starts with J
that I roasted on stage. Yeah, like those guys. He was like, that was a weird conversation we had, man. Like he was just like, he was convincing me that he wasn't. She was trying to convince me that he wasn't like some narcissistic douche, but he was just being a narcissistic douche.
What, you know, like, yeah, dude. On the patio, dude, I had a weird conversation with him too. Because I tried to confront him about his like behavior towards his act. You know, I was like, hey, like if something's not going well, you don't like blaming the audience isn't like necessarily the right way to go about it every time. Like sometimes, like your joke just didn't work, and that's okay. You can write a new joke. You know what I mean? Or fix it. And he's like, he was just like. Just blew everything I said off, you know. He was just like, I don't even remember what he said, but I just remember him like
something about people not getting his perspective right.
Yeah, like shit like that. Yeah, and so at that point I was just like, you know what, you're right. I was like, okay, yeah, I didn't see it from that point of view, and I just realized at that point like this guy's just kind of delusional about what's going on.
I had to do that too. I had to like, because like I knew like after talking to him just for a little bit, I was like, there's no way I'm like actually gonna talk to this guy without like, he's not gonna change his mind on anything.
Exactly.
He's so set on who he is and this and that. I was just like, okay, you're right. Like, I'm jealous of you. Like, I think you're great. Like, and I was just like,
you just have to back out and be like, yep. You know what? You think that way. It's fine.
Yeah. I'm not gonna like start a fight with this guy.
You don't want the help? I won't try.
Yeah.
You know?
And granted, who am I to fucking try to tell someone how to be a comic? I mean, I think it's fine to give a little bit of critique to each other. Like, it's good to get critique from other people. But there's a certain line to that, you know. You can't like do it too much, you know. Otherwise, you're just being an asshole.
Especially if like and especially if like you're like he's been doing it longer than you and I have, and so me trying to pursue that conversation might have offended him a little bit. But also, I just feel like it is what it is. It's a universal, like all the comics see that in this person. Yeah. So it's like, you know. I'm just trying to help. Like I was just trying to see if it could be helped, but I don't think it can.
Yeah. I was like immediately thinking of a new roast for him during that conversation because I want to do it again. I want to get another rise out of him, but like I don't think I will. I think I'll just maybe. But like if I'm gonna roast him, it's gonna be like a light roast. Like I felt like I roasted him pretty lightly. Like I didn't really get too into it. Like I was just like, oh, he's trying to teach me comedy. You know, like
dude, that was hilarious.
That's like
crushed.
I feel like that one is okay. Like it's a friendly joke. Like if he's a comic, he'd get it. You know, like comics would get that shit. I've been roasted by so many people myself too. So it's like if I'm gonna get roasted, if I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna give it. You know, just to show people I'm not a fucking bitch. If that. But.
Like that was a fun. I don't know. That night was fun in the sense that like. I feel like we were all feeling like pretty roasty that
pretty
night.
Ballsy.
Yeah, pretty ballsy. Like me roasting the stupid like she's not stupid, but me saying the stupid shit about the chick with the wheelchair. Like I went after a girl in a wheelchair. Like damn, I'm kind of mean. Kind of whatever.
I mean,
I just wanted her to pay attention. I was like noticing the whole time she wasn't.
She was talking.
Yeah.
She was talking a lot. And if you're going on stage, I feel like you should just like shut up, like when you're in the crowd. I mean, sometimes
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't know she was even doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But and I was just being silly. Like even if she wasn't gonna get on stage and like she was sitting there, it was a bar, so whatever.
Silly roast. Like it wasn't anything too bad. Like you're at a open mic comedy night. Like you're gonna hear shit like that and. It's fine. It's fine. I don't think anyone really like crossed any lines.
Yeah.
I've never really heard anybody like cross a line on stage. Like I've never heard anybody roast somebody so hard that it was like, ooh shit, dude.
I haven't heard a roast, but there was one guy who almost got a little too racial at Wise Guys once.
Oh, I've heard a few of those.
Yeah, and then you're just like, okay, what?
Yeah.
Whatever, guy.
Yeah. Like there was one guy who went up and pretty much did like a whole 3-minute bit on the N word, or maybe it was like a 2-minute bit, like a white guy. Like a white
was
guy.
he? Does he have hair?
I think so.
Okay, then I don't think I know.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I don't. I didn't really see their face, so I don't remember anything about that person. But I just remember that fucking bit. Like, and then I think it was maybe TJ Taylor or it was either him or another black guy, but some black guy went up on stage a little while after that, and they pretty much called that out and like roasted it.
It might be the same night that I'm thinking.
Was it?
Yeah, I think because that happened at least.
Maybe it was a bald guy. I don't know. I don't know. But this was probably like what, in December, November.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, we're probably talking about the same person then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it TJ that went on stage after?
I don't remember who. I just remember it was a black comic did come up after him, like a few comics later.
That might have been TJ.
Yeah,
that could have been TJ. I hope I am remembering that right, but that was fucking funny, man. Like when he went on and just like he's like, look what I can say, and he just fucking went on and started saying it. Yeah.
I've seen him do that like a couple of times.
Yeah. It's funny when he does it, dude. He has like a really good energy. Like he hella reminds me of like a Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy. Like he's got that kind of energy.
Yeah, because he's black.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Like that's the only reason.
They all sound the same. But I mean, it's a compliment. It's good.
It's like they got a lot in common. They're black.
It's the swagger. It's the swagger.
Oh,
there's a hard R on that one. That's for sure. That's the only word I can.
Yeah, dude, I wish I was black. That'd be awesome.
Just so you could. Okay, so.
I just feel like in this day and age, it would be. No,
I was trying to think of a question. Would you want to be black for the dick? Would you want a black dick?
I would even be okay with being like. I would want to be black more so for the height. I would like I would be okay with being
what if you're like
average dick. Oh. Then I'll just be me. But also he's really funny, so maybe if I'm Kevin Hart but with my humor, I'd probably I don't know, it's 50-50. It'd be like being the same person, I feel like.
It's still be the same person.
Yeah, just now I'm black.
Yeah.
Now I'm black guy.
Yeah. And you still have an average size dick.
Yeah.
It's not even big.
Yeah, just have a regular dick now. Same shape.
Did you ever see that South Park episode where Kyle turned himself black?
No.
So he wanted to join the basketball team, the school basketball team or something like that. And so he had this procedure done, and the whole episode is making fun of plastic surgery, like how ridiculous it can be. So he had himself get like knee extensions, and the joints in his knees were Mr. Garrison's balls, because around this time, Mr. Garrison had transitioned from a male to a woman, right? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So he had Mr. Garrison's balls and injected into his knees. And he grew by like 3 feet, right? 4 feet. And then they dyed all his skin black. So he just looked like a black kid. And he joined, I think it was a school game. like in a tournament or something like that, like finals or some shit. And he went to play the game, but I guess he wasn't supposed to play basketball because his knees weren't physically capable of handling it. It was just like prosthetic, it was cosmetic. So yeah, the whole episode was just about Mr. Garrison trying to get his balls back from Kyle, and Kyle playing basketball, and he played basketball, and as soon as he played, his knees blew out.
His fucking balls rolled right to
Yeah.
Garrison.
Yeah, no, they just exploded. Like they just like splattered all over everybody. And Mr. Garrison was like, no. Yeah,
That's pretty funny, man.
yeah.
Yeah, South Park is probably the best out of like the adult cartoons. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like and I really like is it Big Mouth?
Mm-hmm.
That one's good.
Yeah.
But compared to like all the old ones, I think South Park has like The Simpsons and has Family Guy.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. The writing is just so fucking on point, and it's just so like they're so good at being subtle, but you still know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like when they're making fun of politics or dude, they make fun of politics. Like they do it in a very like balanced leaning way, you know? Like it is a very balanced way. It is very educated, and it was just good. Like it was fucking funny, man.
Yeah, and they're the most ballsy, I feel like they do the craziest shit. I remember. Do you remember the episode? Sorry for cutting you off.
Very good.
But I forgot one of the kids was trying to like get either kicked out of school or like get detention or something, and he didn't know what to do. So he like gets on the teacher's desk and just takes a shit.
Yeah.
And they just show the whole like.
So that episode was the episode that Wendy was gonna beat up Cartman. Do you remember that?
Oh,
where Cartman was talking all that shit on breast cancer and all that shit like that, and Wendy was just like, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass, and like Cartman, like in front of all his friends, was like, all right, bring it on, bitch, like come on. And then once all his fucking friends were gone, you know, when Cartman was by himself, he was like, please don't do this, like, you know, just begging her not to do it. And at one point he like pulled off his own underwear and ate it. Just to like, just as like a truce, you know, and Wendy was like, I'm still beating your ass. And so, he tried to get detention so he would have to stick around after school, and he took a shit on the desk. But I think it worked. I think he did get detention, and he ended up getting out of it that night, but the next day Wendy beat the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Dude,
do you remember the one?
So good.
Do you remember the one where Cartman fought the midget? Cartman and the midget fought.
Nah, I didn't see that one.
Dude, that shit was so funny. Like they were making fun of. What the hell are they making fun of? They had the midget there as a counselor, or like as a. God damn it! What's the term I'm looking for? Like sensitivity kind of training, you know?
Yeah.
And so the midget shows up, and Cartman just starts dying. He just starts like busting up in laughter, like in an assembly, you know. So it's like really loud and obnoxious, and the midget's trying to be serious, but Cartman's just like dying. And it's kind of, the midget's kind of just like, yeah, whatever at first. But then after a while, he starts to get mad at Cartman, and he starts to like talk shit to Cartman. And then it gets to a point where he's like, I'm kicking your ass. And then Cartman's like, bring it on, bitch. Because Cartman thought he'd whip his ass. Yeah. And then the midget just beats the shit out of him. I mean, they beat the shit out of each other, but the midget beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love South Park, man. That show is so good.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's real fucking good. I haven't watched it in a while. Like, I think the last one I watched was the one where as a Cartman shits on the desk.
Yeah, that was that episode. That was a while ago, but not too long ago.
Mm-hmm. Yo, something else I want to talk about. Oh, dude, freaking I'm excited for tonight.
Oh yeah, the comedy show.
The showcase, dude. I'm happy for all those guys, like Clint, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy for Clint, Scott, and freaking Gabe, dude. Those guys, like, they deserve it. Gabe said something real nice to me the other day. He was like, he just sent me a text randomly and said he was impressed with how I did something new in terms of like a persona last time, because I like went up there angry, you know, and he was just giving me props for that, and like I feel like I'm grateful for like all the like support that other comedians give you, you know, like it's something about like it's so cool how like how many friends I've made from even just doing stand up, you know, like just buddies, like you can it's a thing too. Is like some comics choose to be mean and some choose to be nice. And like I feel like there's no reason to like be an asshole.
Right.
Because like you should network and create as many friends as you can
Yeah.
in comedy.
Yeah.
So
And that creates more opportunity. And that creates more opportunity for everybody, It gives everybody a chance. But it also makes it very competitive because everyone's trying to help each other get better, so everyone gets really good. But then it gets to a point where you're like, shit, like I have to be good. Like I have to be better than these people, which is good. Like I think that's if comedy, like if that wasn't a thing and you could just be lazy and funny and like funny, but not like trying to like grow or trying to like get better. You know? If you just like plateau at a certain point, I think that kind of just defeats the whole like integrity of comedy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I've been honestly, I've been feeling like a bit of a plateau right now, and I need to like level up. Like I've had a serious like night after that night even because I didn't think I did very well at the Tabernacle personally, and I was driving home like just realizing like I need to write way more, dude. Like I need to like sit down and try to write, and like if I think of a premise while I'm driving, I need to like stop as soon as I can to write the shit down, or else like I'm just gonna plateau and like not have anything new for the next week, and then that's just gonna keep carrying on, So that kind of shit is it's good to have friends around you too because he reached out to me and was like just telling me like, hey, don't miss open mics because the Gabe, did I say Gabe? He reached out to me also and just said not to miss any open mics and like just to keep going and just devote time to writing and all that shit. Like, because he could tell I think that I was kind of discouraged the way like with how I was texting him, and he was like, I don't know, like it's cool that like there's comedians around us that'll try to help us like get better,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it is a dope thing.
Yeah, it's like good that it's not a competition all the time,
Yeah.
and not even really ever.
I mean, I think once we get a little bit higher and once like like paid gigs start to become the regular thing, I think there will be competition then, but that's just like only natural.
Yeah. But I think it'll be like kind of friendly competition.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do too. I think I don't think anyone will like try to get in the way of anyone getting anything or like anything like that. I mean, at least not the people we know so far. Like the people that I know so far, I feel like they wouldn't be those kinds of people. But I do notice that, and I do notice that it's a very like it's a good community to be in, and that's kind of why I keep going back. Like whenever I get like super anxious or something like that, like if I get like if I'm smoking at home by myself, I get hella anxiety about comedy. Like I just like start to doubt it. I start to doubt like why I should keep doing it, and like I tell myself I'm not good, and like it's bad. Like it gets bad.
I think I would do that too.
And
if
then
I was smoking by myself.
Then I sober up, and then I'm just kind of like, wow, dude, you're a bitch, man. Shut up, like But it's good that it's like it's good. I don't know. It's good that I have a reason to go back.
Yeah, and it's always cool when like even you have a bad set and like I remember RJ. I had a bad set one night and RJ just kept telling me, "Hey, good set, man." Like he was fucking busting my balls, because I had an awful set. And it's cool to like know like we're all just having fun right now. You know what I mean? It's all about like we do want to make something out of it, but it's like we're just having fun right now.
Yeah.
And like we're all gonna have ups and downs, so we all get that.
Yeah. Bombing sucks though. It still
fucking
sucks.
But I go home and I've cried before. One night I cried. I was like, oh, that was pretty damn bad. I'm gonna tear up and cry right now.
I've never gotten to that point, but I've gotten to the point where I was just like, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I fucking hate me. Like I'm so stupid. Like I fucking hate myself. Like I've had that, but eventually I just laugh. I laugh about it. I'm just like, fuck it. There's tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I woke up the next day and I was like, I'm still doing it today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you always like as long as you can deal with the bomb, like you can keep doing it, then you're gonna get better.
I have a friend who lives out in Colorado, and he used to do stand up. Like he did it for a couple months, and I guess like I never saw him do it, but my cousin, who's his friend, he tells me that he's really good. That he was really good at stand up, and I believe it. He's a funny guy. But he bombed once. Like he had one bad bomb and he never went back. Like he quit. That was a while ago. So
Yeah, dude, you gotta have the understanding and like the strong mindset of like
just the ball.
like this is gonna happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like bombing is normal. Like,
yeah.
Like Ari Shafir was like, he said like if like you're not a bad comedian until you've bombed like 10,000 times or some shit like that. Something like
You're not a good comedian until you've bombed.
Or a good comedian, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I find that true. Like I find that true. Like I mean, he would obviously know way more than I do, but like yeah, like it's been like 50-50 for me this whole time. You know, like sometimes I get off stage feeling pretty good, and then sometimes I'm just like that. Like I feel like shit. Like I don't even feel funny anymore. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not good.
Yeah. I've definitely had nights where I got off stage like, ugh, like that was fucking bad. And I've had nights where I'm like, okay, that was alright. Like I get off stage, I'm like, okay, that was good. Like I've never felt like I killed though. I don't think I've ever killed. And I usually bomb. Most of the time I bomb. But every now and then I'll have that one good set where I'm like, oh cool.
Yeah.
Like cool.
Most of the time recently I've been bombing for sure.
I've been doing okay. I've been like I feel like I've been 50-50 lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like most of the time I've been bombing recently, but also it could be like I also feel like I am putting more pressure on myself to get better. So I expect things to go better than, you know what I mean? Like I expect to not be plateauing right now. I expect to be like rising, and I think I'm just plateauing, and I don't know. It's just a weird like
change your training.
Yeah, dude.
Change your training. That's what happens in the gym. You know, if you're at the gym, if you're going every day and you're doing really well, eventually you're gonna hit a plateau, and that just means you need to. Your muscles are kind of getting used to the stress level that you put them under, and so you gotta confuse the body. You gotta like do something else. If you're lifting light, start lifting heavier. And
yeah, like you gotta do
gotta
heavier, less reps, or
yeah.
If you're doing that already, then light, like more reps or whatever.
And that's kind of how stand-up is. You know, like you get to a point where you plateau. You're not really doing great that often. So you just start writing more. You know, like
I need to sit down and write more.
Yeah.
Because I've like most of my bits have just come from like I just like think of it while I'm driving or something, and those are usually like the small bits, you know, like the Naked and Afraid and like the Impossible Wiener, those ones. But those ones are outdated to me now. You know, I've done those way too much, so I need to like. And I want to get better at like writing longer bits, so I need to just sit down and write.
Do you ever try to combine bits? Like,
I've always thought about it, but I've never actually like, and I think I've attempted it, but I don't think I've ever like tried it out on stage or anything.
Do you ever like? So like when you tell your jokes, do you tell them in a certain order, or do you just tell them as they come to you?
I just kind of throw them out, and that's lately I've been just throwing them out like this. But this last at Tabernacle, I thought of that whole thing that night.
So what I've been doing lately, and this has actually kind of been helping me a little bit, is I try to put them together. You know, like I try to like tell a certain amount of time with one topic. Like I have a couple jokes about like masturbation, so I try to always do those together, or like anything that will lead up to masturbation, just so I can like have a bit that just flows. You know what I mean? Like if I tell I have a couple jokes right now that I do about being in the Scouts. I have those back to back. And then like since I'm talking about myself as a younger kid in those bits, I try to put another joke with another story that's kind of close to that same age, you know, that same era. That way, it's like I'm telling a story almost, you know? So
that makes sense.
So like I had the two Scout jokes, then my next joke after that would be about a joke that I have about my middle school. and so that's kind of the same age I was in the Scouts, and so then I'm trying to just like do that, but just keep adding on to it, you know.
Right. Yeah.
But it's hard. It takes me like weeks to put 2 bits together like that. Like
Yeah.
it.
Like just know the order of how you're gonna.
Yeah. And I usually just start once I come up with the premise. I'll just throw it out there, you know, just see what works, like what delivery works. If the premise is funny, then I'll try to like think of a punchline. But then eventually I'll try to add. Once I get those 2 together, or if I get those together, I put them with another bit. And,
Yeah.
I try to be organized. I try to organize my jokes, you know.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I need to do that too. I need to. I'm trying to write longer and organize my jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I haven't even thought about organizing my jokes, but I need to try to write more, and like, I could like try and do that too, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I need to just sit down. Literally, if I just sat down and like went through like 30 minutes of no thoughts, and then like I feel like something is gonna come. And also I heard if you just write what you did that day, like just keep like if you just write things down, eventually like something will probably come just through your writing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need to do more shit like that.
You know what really helps?
What?
Weed.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say that.
Yeah, it's I've had good nights like that. Like I've had good nights where I smoked some weed and then just put some music on and then just sat there with the pen and pad and just like start writing my old bits out again, and then from there I'll think of something else, and then I just go like that.
If I could ever learn how to use weed in a positive way, then I would definitely try to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I need to like
I envy the people who fucking can do that shit. You know?
Yeah, I
Is
need
that
to
the right word?
stop.
Envy.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, envious. Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that balance, and I'm not finding it this time.
Yeah, dude. I think I might be able to find that when I'm like 40.
Yeah, yeah, because I just abuse it.
Yeah, no,
that's the big problem. I fucking abuse it every time. I don't have the discipline and the self-control to not do it, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, if it's not here, like, if I don't have any, I'm good. If it's not an option, then I'm good. Like,
yeah, me too.
I can definitely survive without it, you know?
But if it's around, dude, I'm gonna roll my blunt.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't resist.
Yeah.
I like weed. I like weed a lot. I mean, it does keep me very, like, balanced, I guess. Like, just because when I'm sober and I'm going through a period where I'm not smoking weed or doing really any drugs, I feel really good. Like, I feel really confident and I feel really good. But then I start to feel like I'm being an asshole. Like, I'm too confident, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cocky, borderline cocky. So then I'll, like, smoke weed and get the worst anxiety and just go to the darkest place in my mind. And that humbles me.
Yeah.
It keeps me very humble. Because,
I get that for sure.
I'm definitely my own fucking worst nightmare, dude. It fucking... if I get too into my head, man. And it's not like I'm saying real shit. It's just that I'm just doubting myself, you know? Like, I'm very... I'm mean to myself, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm very mean to myself.
When you're high?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
a
me
fucking
too.
monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If I'm around people and I'm high, I like all of a sudden I'm just like everyone. I think I should leave. I think everyone's trying to tell me to leave in some subtle way. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I need to go. Like,
Yeah.
I guess it's time for me to leave. People are telling me to, even though they're not. You know?
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's hard to find that balance, because if I don't have it and I go for a while without it and I finally do get it, just because someone offers me a hit of something like that, I'll do that one hit and I'll still go there. I'll still go to that fucking place,
same.
dude. Like, no matter what.
That's what I've been trying to do too, because like I've been trying to take because that's what I've been doing is if I'm hanging out at like Ice House or Tabernacle, and like somebody offers me some weed, I'll take like one hit, but I'm still just like so high because I don't smoke that much anymore.
Yeah.
So I'll be just too high, like alpha one hit.
Yeah.
I'll just go to that place.
I'm still really high. Like, I am fucking lit, dude. Like, I'm like, Do you ever get like shivers when you're high?
Yeah. I get that if I drink too much and I haven't ate either. Like if I haven't eaten and I drink a lot, then I'll get the shivers then too.
Yeah, I'm hella fucking shivering, and it like I don't think I'm cold. Like it's not cold in here.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stoked. Can't believe I go up like this, man.
I know, I couldn't do that.
I need to stop doing it. I mean, I honestly have fun with it. Like it's funny to me, but like I don't think I do good enough. And I think I'm just like,
it seems like you work fine with it. I don't know. I don't think I don't notice that you're high when you're up there. I think only you would notice that.
I tell people I'm high.
Well, yeah, you do. And but if you didn't say anything, I probably wouldn't notice.
Really?
You know, except for that one night at Ice House
where I was really quiet.
And then you were like, I'm high, and then you just got off or something.
Oh, that was a different night.
Yeah, that night.
Yeah, that was a different night.
It was like this guy. Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah. It's so funny though, man. It's so fun just to know that I'm going up there to bomb.
Yeah.
Because I don't care, you know, because I'm high. Like, I just don't care. And then it's nice because, like, I don't ever think about it after that. Like, I do it. It's fun. I have my good time. And, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But
it also is fun to feel it a little bit, to feel the emotion. Not fun, but it's, like, good.
I would rather do it sober, I think.
Yeah, I think it's good to feel the negative. And then I feel like if you do good, you're going to feel a positive more if you're sober.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like...
Maybe not, I don't know.
I feel like it's definitely more rewarding when I'm sober because I'm more in control and I'm really trying shit out. So like, I think I also take more risks when I'm sober, and then I also just, if I do get a good response, I'm like, okay, fuck yeah. Like it's more of like a learning process, you know. I learn how to tell jokes better when I'm sober, but when I'm high, if I get a laugh, I'm just like, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
So. It's a good balance, but I gotta fucking get good being sober before I can go up high.
Yeah, me too, though, because I will drink a Stein before I go on pretty much every time.
Yeah.
And that is a very helpful thing to do for me, but I also feel like it's a crutch, and I need to like try to be able to go up there just straight, you know, like.
Same. I definitely don't drink as much before I go up anymore. I used to do that. Before, that was like the only way I could go up and not have a panic attack.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I panic way less if I like am a little buzzed.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I feel like I can't just keep riding on that, you know.
Mm-hmm. For me, there was a couple of days, and this was at Wise Guys, where I would be on the list, so I would drink early in the show. Like I would just immediately start drinking because I didn't know when I was going to go up.
And you get tired.
And I get very tired because I usually don't go on until the end anyways. Exactly. So at that point I'm just like, I don't even want to do this anymore.
Yeah, you're like, I might just leave.
I have to be funny right now. God damn it.
You're on the standby and you're like, I hope the standby doesn't even come around.
Yeah.
I hope this shit ends early.
But I've never like bombed harder than I would if I was sober doing that. So it was like fine. I mean, it sucks to fucking bomb at Wise Guys. Like that's the worst place. Like I don't want to bomb at Wise Guys. But I mean, I didn't do like horribly. I think I didn't do as bad as I could have. I definitely would never go up high at Wise Guys. Like, I don't think I could do that. I mean, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Have you ever saved a set by like starting bad and then like finishing okay? Because I did that one time at Wise Guys. I like went up with a new bit, and this is when I learned you shouldn't start a podcast or you shouldn't start a set with a new bit. Like you should start with something that you know might work, and then try the new bit out after that. You know, because I went up with a new bit and I ate shit. It was like embarrassingly bad. Like it was so bad that like who's the dude with the clip in his hair? What's that guy's name?
Matt Tribe?
Yeah, Matt Tribe. He, like, I heard his laugh, and that was the only laugh I heard, and I was like, he's laughing because of how bad this
He's laughing at you.
Yeah, I was like, and then I was like, and then, like, after I did that bit, I was like, oh, that went horribly, and that got a laugh, and then I just went into my old shit, and, like, I saved it a little bit, but, yeah, dude, it's... bombing at Wise Guys is way scarier.
Yeah.
Like, after I bombed that first joke, like I felt like I was like a fucking toddler. I was like, you know, I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
The last couple times I did Wise Guys, I did okay. And the last couple times I did Wise Guys, I went on at the very end. Like, I closed out the show, and one time I was even on the list, and I still went, like, at the very end. Because there's one comic who, I'm not going to say his name, but he did 20 minutes, and he pushed everyone back, so...
The guy, I know what guy.
Yeah.
The guy.
Yeah. That time, that was kind of bullshit. I was pissed, because when I went on, the crowd was gone. And, like...
Yeah.
But I did okay. Like, I did okay. I actually wasn't that bad. But it wasn't great either, you know? Like, it sucked, but...
Yeah. It always feels good to do well in a small room for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? Because those are actually harder to me.
Yeah, I feel like I've been getting better at Tabernacle. I think I've just been able to, like, kind of read the room a little bit more.
Yeah, but if Wise Guys is, like, empty, like there's, like, a few people there,
it sucks.
But yeah, it sucks, but if you do well there, because I've done well there one time like that, it feels pretty good. Because you're, like, these like, 10 people
these
laughed
comics.
at me, so that's good, you know?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't silent. What time is it?
Yeah, we're good. We got like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
sorry, I think I cut you off.
no,
You were saying...
I'm just rambling, dude, honestly.
Me too. I don't know where
No,
we're
like,
going.
I literally can't put a sentence together.
What made you want to start doing stand-up?
Oh, man. Dude, I've always... I never really consciously thought about being a comedian until I was, like, maybe, like, 20, 21. But all my life, I was always... I liked attention. I liked getting laughs. I like being, like, the class clown. I was always the class clown. Like, I used to get kicked out of class all the fucking time. Like, it was, like, a daily thing, you know? Like, I was always getting in trouble and shit, and, like... I just like fucking making people laugh, you know?
Yeah, me too, dude.
And then I fucking discovered stand-up comedy, and I was like, oh shit, you can get paid for this? Like, what the fuck? And I never thought I could do it, though. Like, when I was a teenager and all that shit, I never thought that it would be something that I would, like, actually be able to do. I just didn't think I was funny enough. I didn't think I was outgoing enough. And, like, there were certain periods in my life where I was like, hey, I'm going to be an auto mechanic. I'm gonna, work on cars all my life. And then there's another period where I was like, I'm gonna be a fucking DNR ranger, like forest ranger, or like I almost went into the army. I fucking thought about becoming a Jesus Christ, dude.
You're good, dude. I'm relating to all this.
I wanted to be a cop, and like I wanted to do all this badass shit, and then I think I discovered weed.
Yeah. Dude, I thought I was going to go to the NFL before I discovered weed. Like, I was a delusional fucking guy. I was like, hopefully I'll grow. I was in high school. I was like, hopefully I'll grow another fucking 10 inches and, I'll be 6'5" one day.
I almost, I wanted to become a mixed martial arts fighter. Like, I fucking joined the gym and everything. Like, I was doing it for the purpose of learning how to fight. Like, I wanted to actually professionally fight. That was, like, my goal. And... discovered weed, and I was just like, oh, it was just kind of like, I don't want to get fucking elbowed in the face, man. I don't want to get kicked in the face,
This feels
dude.
a lot better than a punch.
I don't want to take a knee to the fucking dome, bro.
Like, I like this punch better.
Yeah,
This is a better punch.
Yeah, this one doesn't hurt,
This
you
one
know?
hugs me.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was like, yeah, MMA is not for me. Although I wish it was. Like, that's one of those, it's like a girl that, like, like could have been, but you broke up with anyways, but it's for the better, but like, is it? Like, that's how MMA is for me. Like, is it like that bad? Like, I would really enjoy it. Like, I'm a tough bastard. Like, I can deal with it, but yeah, I think ultimately, no, I don't want to like destroy my body like that, because I like doing other shit. Like I want to mountaineer, and I want to spend a lot of time backpacking. That's really where I want to try to like make money the most, is backpacking, exploring, and doing all that shit. But I want to do comedy along with that too, because I love comedy. Like, I've just always been obsessed with it.
Yeah, dude, that's like, I mentioned him earlier, that's like Ari Shaffir. Pretty much that's his life.
Yeah.
traveling, and then
Yeah.
like when he comes back, he's like he'll vanish,
Yeah.
and he comes back and he's like, "Okay, here's a new set." You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a new hour.
Yeah, that's exactly the kind of shit that I want to do, and maybe not as much into the mountaineering stuff. I think stand up would probably be my like priority, like my main thing, and then whatever's on the internet will be my side shit, you know, like. But also stuff that's just like part of my life, like the shit that I do basically for free now. I want to get paid for, like just all my hobbies. Like that's just all I do. I just do my hobbies.
Weed, I want to get paid for smoking. Dude.
Yeah, I want to fucking play video games and smoke weed, start a Twitch. Like.
Dude, my girlfriend's always just like, why don't you start a YouTube like she wants me to like start like be like a YouTube comedian. And I'm like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not a YouTuber. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like YouTube's good for podcasts, but it's not good for like if you're trying to be a stand-up, it's not gonna help you.
Yeah, if you're a YouTube persona, if you're a YouTube character.
Yeah. It's not. I don't want to be a character.
I don't either.
Like
no.
that doesn't sound. Like I don't even like watching that. So why would I pursue that? She's like, I don't know. She always tries to get me to like go into weird lanes like that, and I'm just like, look, that's not. Like she just doesn't get like she thinks I want to like get famous. I just want to do stand up. You know what I mean? Like I do. It would be fun to get paid and get famous for doing stand up.
At least in the comedy world.
And that would be awesome. Like that is a goal. Like, but that's like way out there. Like that's like way far away. You know what I mean? Right now, I'm trying to get like a showcase. Like I'm trying to get what Gabe and Scott are doing right now.
Yeah, I mean that's the first step.
Yeah, I'm just trying to take these steps, and like I feel like I'm not doing it for fame. I'm doing it for the fun of stand up. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would love to get paid for it. You know,
right?
Like we were talking about. Like the goal is to get paid for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like trying to like. It's for the love of it more so than that aspect of it. Like the fame and like. All that stuff.
Yeah, the superficial stuff.
Yeah, like money. I want to get paid for it more than I want to be on Netflix. You know what I mean? Like I'd like to be able to like make a living.
Yeah.
More so than I'd like to like be a big star. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of how I feel.
But I'll take the star.
Yeah,
star
I mean,
shit too.
if it comes with
it,
fuck it. But yeah, for me, it's just about money. Like. Getting paid to do it, and I mean to get paid to do it, you got to be known by a lot of people. That's just the thing. Like so, like I do accept that there will be a degree of fame, and as long as it fucking pays for my bills and my hobbies, like I'm good, man. Like that's all I need. I don't need to be a fucking millionaire. I don't need to have a fucking house in the hills, fucking 10 cars, all that shit. Like,
like the goal is to be able to live off of what you love to do.
Yeah.
So
for me, when it comes to like. The mountaineering shit, like that stuff's expensive. Like hunting, hiking, backpacking, all that shit. It's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
And but it's really fucking rewarding, man.
Can you get that back in there?
Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, that'll be super easy to splice.
Okay.
But it's just like super rewarding, and it's amazing, man. I'm obsessed with it. Like I've been working on this documentary that I shot. It sucks. It's fucking trash. Yeah, it was when I went on a backpacking trip out in Colorado. So I just took footage throughout the whole fucking 5 days, and now I'm trying to make like a little documentary out of it. But I just don't know what exactly I'm gonna do. Like I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet. Like I don't know if I want to make it funny. I don't know if I want to make it like an hour or 10 minutes. You know, like so right now I'm just kind of laying all the footage out, and I'm chopping out the fat, and I'm just gonna see how much time I actually have. I think I'm close to like 40 minutes right now of like usable footage.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go through all of that, and then I'm gonna just try to figure out what to do. And I'm lost.
I think that depends on if that is for you or if that is for an audience. Because I think
it's for an audience.
Okay, so I think if that's for an audience, I would say like a 20-25 minute thing would be like the good range, because people their attention spans will like tap out after
I think
that
20,
amount.
20 pushes it, like 20 minutes.
20 might even push it too, yeah.
Yeah, because think of how often you watch. I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube. A 20-minute video for me, I'm like, I'll only watch it if I have time to sit down and watch it, or if it's like something I can listen to while like going to bed. You know,
Yeah, like 20 might be max.
Yeah,
for
20's hard, or like on my lunch break. You know, I can watch it on my lunch break.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. Like you got to keep it nice and neat. You know, short and neat.
But also, I think that would be something that would be appreciated more down the line if you create a fan base.
Yeah.
And then your fan base can then see something that's old and that's like long and something that you've done. You know what I mean? Because people would be interested in that.
Yeah.
Like, so there's two. You could go about it any way you want, really. Like, you might not get a bunch of views on it to start, but like down the line, that might become like something that's pretty cool to people. You know?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing, what I think I'll do is try to get it around 40 minutes, and then chop it into 4 parts. 4 10-minute segments, you know, and then, or maybe not even 40, like whatever amount of time that I have. If it's 30 minutes, then I'll break it up into 10 videos of 3, you know, or I'll do something like that, and then just, yeah, I don't know, but I want to do that more with, like, the more I take trips and the more I go out and do stuff, go out on hikes, and I'm also trying to do that with, like, I have a bunch of footage from Big and Little Cottonwood Canyon because I've hiked it a bunch, and same with Mill Creek Canyon. So I want to put shit together like a slideshow or something like that, and like make a video, comment over it, like something, you know, something. Because I have a lot of fucking footage. So yeah, I want to go in that lane, and I want to get paid for it, and that would be fucking dope because it's expensive. It's fucking expensive, man, and like, yeah. But I will say, and I have made a bit about this, fuck Mount Everest. Mount Everest just seems like a fucking joke because, not really. Like, it would still be really fucking cool to climb Mount Everest. Like,
I get it. It's a bit.
Yeah, but anyways, because like so many people do it every year, and at this point, it's like, it's not about whether you're physically not superior, but if you're physically fit enough to climb this mountain, it's just now about how much money do you have. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like,
might as well just build an elevator.
Yeah, most people don't even like carry their own shit.
Yeah,
it's Sherpas. The Sherpas do all the work for you, and the Sherpas are just the native people who live on that mountain. And so, yeah, you basically, like, they carry your food and water and equipment all the way up to base camp, and then I think they'll carry it from camp to camp along the mountain, because it's like you have to sleep on the mountain, you know, as the day goes by. So I think there's like 4 campsites. So, like, you know, the higher you get, the more, you know, camp A, B, C, D. But it gets more and more dangerous as you get higher, because of the altitude, and then just like the exposure to the elements.
When you get that high, doesn't it like fuck with like all your senses? Like pretty much, like even like vision and like hearing and everything.
It can make you lose your mind.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because last summer I was hiking around Mount Timpanogos, and have you ever been up there? Like the mountain, like the actual mountain.
I don't think so.
So yeah, I was hiking around there, and it's from the parking lot to the summit and back. It's about a 15-mile hike, so it's pretty long. And the elevation is like 11,700 feet, which isn't that high, to be honest. But I was hiking around there. I wasn't doing the summit. I was just exploring the area around the summit, because there's a lake right underneath it, and then like that lake goes into a river, and then there's a waterfall right there. So it's just fucking gorgeous, man. But anyways, I was just out and about there, just playing around, and with my dog. And we start heading down, and I run into a search and rescue team, and I was just like, oh shit, like, you guys looking for someone? And they're like, yeah, there's a guy on the mountain somewhere with altitude sickness. He's completely lost his mind. Like, he doesn't know where he is. He's just like, he was panicking. He was on the phone with them, but they couldn't get his location. They didn't know where he was. So
you're like, what a pussy.
Yeah.
You like walk off. You're like,
I was
what a
like,
bitch.
this guy's probably old as fuck.
Yeah, probably.
Like, for this altitude, like, come on, bitch. Like, come on.
You're like, well, good luck finding that little pussy. All right,
Yeah.
see you guys. I'm like,
Don't even look for him, guys.
yeah.
Like,
We don't need him.
Yeah.
We got enough people. He's
Mhm.
fine. Let him go.
yeah, let the mountain have him. But feed a fucking grizzly bear.
Yeah, there's
Feed
an
a black
animal
bear.
up there needs some food. Let him
Yeah. But anyways, I didn't really talk to him much more after that, and I was hiking down, and yeah, they fucking brought a helicopter in to look for him. I saw the helicopter flying up over the canyons. But yeah, it happens. I've been up to 14,000 feet, and that kicked my ass, dude. That like, because we had to climb like a 2,000-foot scramble up this fucking mountain to get to the summit, and we were already at like 11,000 feet, 10,000 feet. So we were going from 10,000 feet to 14,000 feet. So I guess it was 4,000 feet. Did I say it was a 2,000-foot scramble? Because yeah, no, it was a 4,000, 3 or 4, probably like closer to 3. But we had to just climb straight up a fucking mountain and then cross the ridge all the way to Bierstadt, and it was fucking intense, man. It was really difficult too because I couldn't breathe at all. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm just fucking around, dude. I would probably have a hard time doing all that shit too.
no, no.
Like,
I'm just,
dude, altitude sickness I've never experienced before.
I haven't either. I never, just the physical effects.
Oh.
I haven't
Okay.
felt any delusion.
Yeah.
I've felt the physical effects of it, but didn't kill me or anything like that.
Yeah, you didn't like lose your shit.
Yeah. But anyways, I think that's a good place to end off. I'm pretty sure that's like about an hour, like a solid hour. So
Yeah, it felt like it.
yeah.
This time felt a lot longer.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the only time we've ever done this.
Yeah, sure. All right, plug it away then. What's your plugs?
At Kaden the Fender on Instagram, and then I don't know, at Kaden Fender on Twitter, I think. Who knows? Go ahead and find me, Kaden Fender. Or don't, I don't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Come see us do comedy. I'm honestly too stoned to close this podcast out, so I'm gonna put it all in after. So anyways, peace out. All right, that was Kaden Fender, everybody. Friend of mine, open micer. So yeah, come check us out. Come see us do some live attempts at comedy every Monday and Wednesdays at Ice House in Murray, 7th East and like 49th West, South. Yeah, Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. We'll be at Bucket List Open Mic at Wise Guys on Tuesdays. I think that starts at 7:30, or the Funkin' Dive up in Ogden at 8. And then Wise Guys again every Wednesday. 7 p.m. show starts, doors open at 6, and then Tabernacle in Salt Lake City. So yeah, come check us out. We're putting in the work, we're putting in the reps, we're trying to get better. But yeah, that was the pod. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, share it with a buddy, share it with a fucking homeless person, just spread the love, do something. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, peace out.